should be on.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tales from the Yawning Portal, where a bunch of nerdy-ass guys stare at the camera and play Dungeons and Dragons. Important to remember, we're not affiliated with, endorsed, sponsored, or specifically approved by Wizard of the Coast LLC. I'm Fausto, I will be your DM for tonight, and these are our players. Ben.
Playing Brock, the most accomplished cleric of the Forge, the greatest smith of all time, and I'm making my masterpiece.
Yorit.
I'm playing Levarion, the half-drow person, who currently is having problems with drow, shockingly enough, after going around scouting for the Spider Queen.
Stan.
And I'll be playing Tarlin, the Drow Warlock, who apparently also is in trouble with the Drow now.
And Davide, coming back from after some time.
Yeah, I am playing Nuada, the monk Shadorkai, and I don't even know what happened.
Drunk and stupid for days.
And normally we'd also have Eric, the IELTS Horizon Walker, but he's not here because, you know, life happens. Alright, so yeah, welcome back.
Before we start, we do have a cheers already from Kay.
Oh, thank you. A cheers. A cheers is that's where we
Cheers.
do. Hey, I am a healthy person. I only drink water with a little bit of lemon in it. Some occasionally protein shakes with milk, but that's not it. What is that?
Oh.
Rokujin.
Ah, my
I
man.
see. We have a man of knowledge here.
Do I hear?
So yeah, what is going on here? During the last session, we were in Sigil.
Almost
And,
got our asses handed to us.
What do you think?
Sigil?
I said we almost got our asses handed to us.
Yeah, in Sigil. Yes,
Almost
we're in Sigil, and
Drow Assassin
indeed,
Party. Such
Brock has started working on his masterpiece, while around the party there has been a bit of, how shall I say, taking sides in a certain way, with Levarion and Alexander clearly not in the Shadow Throne field. While I would say Tarling, having acquired a second coin and having attuned to the second coin, it's clearly leaning a different way so far. Now, with the so-called, let's say, rebellion of both Alexei and Levarion, consequences were not late to show up. Also because Levarion is kind of attracting the attention of the Drow community in Sigil, looking for like-minded individuals. Drow that would also prefer to follow a goodly deity instead of Volt. Truth be told, there isn't a lot of them in Sigil, but what there is apparently more of is Voltites Drow that have indeed tried to assault and abscond with Levarion, failing since Levarion's friend were with him, and yeah,
decided not to sell me out.
and decided
Thank you
not
for
to
that.
sell you out. Indeed. So you sent the a couple of remaining members of the Dark Elf attack party running away, and if I remember correctly,
We were on our way
Alexander
to see a
won-
thingy.
yeah, Alexander wants to run. Eventually find where they were. And if I remember correctly, Tarlin has imprisoned the soul of one of them into a soul
Yes,
cage.
the commander, I believe.
Yes. Which he can, of course, interrogate as he wishes.
Yes.
And
No
that's
need
where...
to run after them right now. We'll find them.
They'll find us.
Yeah, one of the two. And so, yeah, we were still there in the streets of Sigil when we left. I would say that, yeah, you were some of you were pretty wounded after that attack. Yeah, you too. But you were on your way to somewhere else when you were attacked, right?
Let's rush out of here because I'm figuring those red armored guys will be showing up.
That is
Not
correct.
now.
So,
Yeah, they don't take kindly to people solving their own problems, do they? Let's mosey.
Talon is probably referring to the harmonium, also called the hard hats, which are the policing force here, or policing force here in Sigil. So yeah, I suppose that you rapidly leave this place, returning to the Yawning portal.
Weren't you going
Sure.
to see the giantess? It's probably safer in the noble quarter than tracking all the way back to the Yawning portal.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
but we are pretty beat up. So do we want to show up at the Titan like this?
It could make a convincing case for Brock, going like, I wanted to see you so badly. I fought my way through legions of opponents.
Sure. Let's go.
Wild Drow couldn't keep me away from you.
Oh, that's okay. Very well. Then you proceed to
Derail
le-
Fausto's plot yet again.
No, that's completely fine. So you proceed to. Yeah, I just wanted you
Sandboxes are
to.
where you play with sand.
Yeah. You proceed to the ladies' ward, where did you actually have an appointment with Zadara? You're just going there to knock at her door, right?
I think we made some. I'm pretty sure it was partially announced.
Okay. So you make your way to Zadara's abode there in the ladies' ward.
Yeah.
And okay, supposing you were indeed pre-announced, the gentleman will welcome you when you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, you know, is looking at you a bit like, do you really belong here? Are you really sure you want to bother us with your request? It's mildly bothered by your presence, huh? But it's always like. So yeah, so he says, what is actually the reason of your visit? Do we have further business here?
Yes, of course. I have to speak to Zadara about my creation. In her honor.
A creation in her honor.
Yes.
I mean, you must understand, Master Brock, that many people are impressed, of course, with the magnificence of Lady Zadara. Could you maybe be a bit more specific here, so that I can filter if quest is, or shall I say, worthy of her attention?
Of course my request is worthy of her attention. What are you speaking of? Have you not heard of Brock Adamantite? I know you have because we've met before.
Absolutely. You've been here some time while my while Lady Zadara was teaching you how to harness your powers.
Exactly.
You know, the help, yes.
I owe her, and in thanks to that, I'm creating the greatest thing in the multiverse. The greatest magnum opus that a craftsman can do, and she's involved in that process.
And in fact, we were belayed by assailants, as you can see, after they had heard about the grand craft he was undertaking.
Very well, then Brock, make me a persuasion
I knew
test
they'd heard of me!
with advantage.
Oh my god. Hey, what? I'm trained in this?
Probably as a cleric.
Boom!
Well, doesn't even need advantages.
Like I said, I'm Brock Adamantite. What else do you
Apparently,
need to know?
you took the gentleman in a very, very positive day, and he's really, you know, impressed by your words. And he goes like, very well then. I suppose if you went through all this just to speak with her, please come in. And so he will let you in. Alexander will stay out, still keeping an eye on the streets, and actually thinking that maybe the Dark Elves may be coming back soon. He tells you that he's going to go and alert Nuada of this. So in case there would be need, he will be ready. And so he leaves you there at Zadara's premises where normally you should be safe.
Cool.
While the three of you arrive in the Great Hall of Zadara,
Oh, we're here again. I'm so excited.
You just can't hide it. You're about to
Calm
lose
down.
control, but you think you like it.
okay.
There's a
So-
nice ring to it.
You you arrive once again at the presence of Zadara, this gigantic titan. Her skin of this golden greenish hue, and dressed with this cloth of stars,
Oh, so magnificently large.
and so magnificently large. Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's the thing that she rarely says. So, you have come back to
Oh,
visit me.
of course, you could not keep me away from you, Lady Zadara. I've thought of nothing else but to lift myself in your eyes.
Well, your words are a great compliment, Master Dwarf, but you should not fill your mind only with the thoughts of me. There are many other important things that one with your potential, Master Chief.
Oh, of course, but you see, I have undertaken my magnum opus. Once I released Whelm to you, I realized I was capable of creating a weapon far greater and more powerful and giant than what Whelm has accomplished. And it was you who got me to change my path away from attuning to Whelm and bearing it into battle, and instead creating a work worthy of you in a way.
Well, Whelm is a powerful weapon indeed. If you seek to achieve something that is even more grandiose than Whelm, I can see that you really are seeking to express your true potential.
I have, my lady, I have. Truly, your beauty and knowledge know no bounds. But I have ashamedly created a ruse because I must beg a boon of you.
A boon, you say?
Yes, my lady. You see, for this most gigantic and gargantuan of weapons, this artifact, if you will, in the making, I need only the purest of reagents. And the very base of any weapon, the sturdiest place, is surely its hilt, its handle. And there is no greater, more stable thing, no securer thing than a titaness. I beg a boon of you, my lady, but a single strand of your head, to create the strongest bond with this artifact, one that will be known throughout the multiverse.
I see. Ah, she says, this is a very peculiar request. And since you're also versed in the magical arts, you must understand that willingly giving a part of oneself could be used by those that have not clear intentions.
Of course,
Now-
my lady.
Now, I do trust you, Master Brock. Do not misunderstand me. But I do require a promise from you then.
Anything, my lady Zadar, anything. For you, anything.
Very well then. This masterpiece that you seek to create,
Yes?
when the time will come, you will have to use it to complete a task that I will give to you. And you will not ask for the reasons. You will just complete it.
My lady, it is worth it. Brock gets down on his knee and he pledges himself and brings forth like the very base of the what he has so far. This I swear to you, my lady.
Very well then. Then she moves a hand to her dark hair. She takes a 3 meters long hair.
And you receive 3.
And of course you will receive 3.
Classic dwarf.
Classic dwarf. Here. In the cartoon you will be now submerged by her. No.
In the background, they are not going like, no!
No. So you receive 3 of her 3 meters long hair.
Yeah, Brock turns,
Of
picks
course,
it
they're
up.
thicker than
and-
human hair, but I mean, they're not like they're more
No.
like spaghetti than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Brock will turn to the camera away from the door and just, yes, my lady, yes, this will work. Very good.
He's a sniffer.
She's a bit, yeah, she's a bit like.
Silently
You-
apologizing already to the client.
I'm just using some dwarf cunning.
But tell,
The
That's
sturdiest. Yes,
but
the
tell me,
sturdiest base.
why? I see that you, the 3 of you, you are. You seem to have just come out of a fight or so.
Yes, we have had a run-in with
Yes.
followers of the spider goddess.
The spider goddess.
Lolalos.
Yes.
We took them out, so it's
Actually, we managed to get one of them, but the rest escaped.
Yeah, they ran away like cowards.
yeah, well, details.
Yeah,
I see.
there's still gonna be trouble in the future.
Yeah, but we'll find them. I can always ask my buddy
Which body?
in the cage.
Oh, I see.
Johnny Cage.
You are you are becoming
We've all learned some new skills while we've been out and adventuring.
yes.
I got a shiny new stabby sword though. No skills, just shiny stabby sword.
She says, you must tread carefully with the followers of Volt.
Are they great in number in this city?
Why do you think they have attacked you?
They really don't like me, and I don't like them, so that's probably one of the reasons.
Hmm.
I am a half-breed in their eyes. Consequently, they have made my entire youth miserable, and
And you want
I do
revenge.
suspect that they wish to continue that on in my adult life.
Forgive me, but isn't that just drow culture?
No.
Pretty sure it is. That's what they teach us at the Dwarven Academy.
Well, you
That's
must
one
know
year.
that very often coincidence is misinterpreted.
Oh yes, and two of us have decided to relinquish our claims on Shadow Throne's goods.
What do you know of both Lolt and Shadow Throne?
Not enough to make a connection between the two.
Wait, are they bosom buddies?
Since you are still on this quest to gather the coins, and you might very well succeed, if I understand correctly. You are already more than halfway there.
Yep.
It is probably useful that you know an important detail.
Mm-hmm. I'm all ears, Lady Zadara. All ears.
Some gods were once mortals, and Shadow Thrones was one of these kind of gods.
Obviously, that's why no one's heard of him.
That's why not many have heard of him, yes. He was once a mortal, and in truth, he was a dark elf.
Well, considering how jealous Lolt is of other powers, I doubt he was a very loyal follower of hers.
She enjoys using them as pawns.
He was a male, and as you well know, Lolt has a very low consideration of males.
Yes, it's why I've never honored her myself.
Be merry that you had the choice in that.
We're all gods, aren't we?
All gods?
In a way. Kind of.
Well, she says, they deserve the respect that powerful entities respect.
Lady Zadara, if we would wish to find out more about this, where would you have us go? What would lead us to the most accurate information?
Well, the realm of Shadow Throne, Shadowfell. Then again, he has not always lived there. As a mortal, like you, he hailed from one of the infinite spheres of rock that make out the prime material plane. Which word specifically, I do not know. Maybe your quest will bring you more knowledge about who he once was. Then again, and she looks at the three of you, you have all forfeited your souls to him. So anger him will be a dangerous game for the three of you.
Oh, Lady Zadara, if only I'd met you before I forfeited my soul.
I'm not the one planning on backing out of a deal.
What kind of a drow are you?
In a way, Shadowtron can help you fulfill your potential. At the same time, is he really needed for you, or is it just the spark that has actually put you on a road that you would have traveled in any case?
Oh, Lady Zadar, do you not understand? You are the spark that put me on this path. You're the one that woke me to the power of the divine, the one that we all descend from and shall ascend again.
But would you have met her if you hadn't come along with me after finding Shadow Throne's coin?
No, of course not. But the point is, I don't think I need Shadow Throne anymore. She showed me otherwise. And if he is a god, well, anyone can attain godhood.
So you seek a way to get out of this deal with Shadowtron?
Yeah. Oh shit, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, having a soul back would be good so I could give it to another.
Cue 60s porn music.
Very well then. I think we all have much to ponder about.
Oh yeah.
You have what you
Oh,
saw.
yeah.
Yes. Maybe let's not. Let me not ponder about what you will do with that. But I'm sure that we will meet again.
Oh, my lady, I know it. For you must see the glory that I am about to create.
You see, the gentleman is there next to the door.
Yes, and the weapon
Yeah.
too.
I'm merrily leaving.
He's like next to the door, like he opens the door.
I think your man there has a bit of a cough. I'm a cleric. Would you like me to address that disease you seem to be carrying?
He says the disease I seem to carry is about to leave by. So
Right, my lady Zadara, thank you so much for seeing me and my companions and offering your infinite wisdom. We will be back.
remember your word, Brock.
I shall. My service is yours. I would have done
Thank
it
you
without
for
my
the warm
hair.
welcome.
Okay. So you leave. And where do you go?
Probably back to the inn,
So,
find Nuada, and
les
catch up
neuf
with him.
heures.
All right. Hup, hup, hup. So yeah, you make your way back to the inn. There aren't any further attacks.
Woohoo. This
What
is
am
a
I-
strange map to be on.
Yeah, I think
It's
we're
just
on a-
putting.
This is not the inn.
It's
Looks like a
doing
giant
random
map.
stuff.
Oh my god, there's a lot of enemies on this thing.
That's a lot of things.
Man, he's doing random
I've
stuff.
still got the sigil map up on the stream, so...
I can't put you anywhere anymore.
What?
Roll.
Yeah, I don't know. Roll20 is doing stuff.
Maybe restart your roll 20.
It's
Welcome
weird.
to especially
Uh,
fumbles.
okay,
and
yeah, I'm
sometimes
going to
fails.
restart everything. I
Like I
can't
said, I
move
got the picture of the
I can't
sigil
move the the red ribbon.
Yeah.
I will try now again. And now all the rooms are gone. Okay, anyhow, you go back to the
Yawning portal. Okay. So guys, how about we meet up in the room and we find out where those drow are hiding.
And maybe we can take a bit of a rest as well.
So when you return to the Yawning portal, you then finally can meet again good friend Nuada. Hey, Nuada.
Yay!
Long time no see.
Hey, where you been?
Who?
You know what?
Ah,
Ah, yes, you.
Practicing your martial arts?
yeah.
Wax on.
And try to devise a plan for
Defeating
Mm.
Shadow's Rune?
personal matter that I need to settle with a certain unlawful god.
Which
That
good
was,
might that be?
Yeah. How about you guys? What's with all the bruises and cuts?
Drow.
You guys have had it rough in an alley, huh? You dirty little ones.
Pretty
Well,
much.
you don't know half of it. We've had an
Well, we
afternoon
get
of
some stuff out of
titanic
it.
proportions.
Out of proportions. Right.
Hmm.
It's one of the interesting things about Sigil. You beat so many slightly unusual characters that going back to one's roots does sometimes feel rather uncomfortable.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, yeah, we need to talk, but not here. Let's
Alright, lead the
move
way.
to the top floor.
But first, guys, do you think it was a bit too weird to Zadara?
Yes, you should stop sniffing her hair when she's still there. You could have done
Yes.
that plenty at home.
Well, she's
and
not
the
here
rest of
now.
them probably thinks we're weird.
What is that?
Giantess hair.
No,
No, Titan hair.
Titaness. The giantest of giants. Godly giants.
Okay.
He's going to use it to craft a weapon after he's done whatever he plans on doing with it.
Right. Let's move upstairs. I'm gonna have dinner brought up and drinks, and let's organize a little meeting.
Alright, yeah, party on.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so yeah, food and drinks will be brought upstairs, and you can have a meeting in the room.
Yeah.
So you're all gathered there. Alexander always on the lookout, so to say. He will be playing the silent type for this session.
So, what we discovered when we visited Zadara, the Titan, is that it's quite like their Shadow Throne is in league with LoL.
With what? What? Oh.
The Spider Queen of
That's
the...
what you got out of that
Drow.
conversation? No, we found out he was a drow.
Yeah, she didn't exactly say they were in league together.
Alright.
If she was insinuating that things were happening for a reason and that the Lolites that found us,
LOL as in
it's
LOL.
so followers of LoL,
Lol.
did so because
Lolites.
we're renouncing Lolites.
Right.
Sounds
No.
better than anything else they could be called.
Lol sites?
So,
No.
what is your
Drow.
conclusion about that inbred that wants the coins?
Well, we know that he was immortal and he ascended to godhood.
Yeah, that's correct so far. Do you know who we tricked to ascend to God?
The
Yes,
form
I
of
do.
God of wait, I know this one. Feathers? Has something to do with feathers.
Exactly, the Raven Queen.
Oh.
Sounds like
Okay.
risky business.
I was gonna say an owlbear, but alright, yeah. Raven Queen.
Right. The thing is this. He tricked his way, but somehow still needs the coin to accomplish a little something. Right? He's using us. Now, I don't remember if you were already there when we had a revelation from a mirror that actually revealed us the truth about his intentions. Us, well, part of my group being already disseminated. I suppose you weren't, but basically he plans on, you know, getting rid of us at some point. That's I'm sure.
Yeah.
Guys, the coins. I've never used them. I never wanted to.
Me neither.
That's very good. But
Oh, got Stormlust coming now.
we should consider the possibility that we may have to fight that dude at some point. Torlin, where do you stand on?
If he backstabs us, that's one thing, but I made a deal.
What deal did you make?
Does it matter what the goal is?
It
I mean,
might.
I've been using the coins. I'm not hiding that. If you're not using them, might as well give them to me to support the rest of you.
The problem is this: as soon as all the coins are going to be in the same place, we can expect him to jump us, kill us, and take them before we can even
Now, the
do
thing is,
something.
I had a dream while I was tuned to a coin, and in that dream, I was taking actions that felt contrary to my nature, and instead of my eyes, I had 2 coins of Shadow Throne.
Okay, what were you dreaming?
I was dreaming that I was exterminating those that followed Lolth, and in a vicious and cruel manner.
That doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It illustrates my nature. Whereas I would prefer to be a guiding light, that made me into a vengeful fire. Leading me to the conclusion that using the coins actually changes your character. And probably the more coins you have, the more it changes your character to be in line with Shadow Throne's wants.
Or perhaps the coins only showed you the only way to get your goal.
It's highly unlikely. One can always try and, redeem.
Dude, did you not grow up with the drow? Because,
Do you
Yes.
you truly believe everyone can redeem? Because
Not everyone, but a large part of the people can.
well, you went with us to Thai, right?
Yeah.
Well,
What was that?
It was an educational experience, I'll grant. But these people have been indoctrinated, and given time and given the truth, they can pop out of it. I could.
Oh. Look, what we know is that there are more drow here in the city that are hunting us right now, and I think that's a more pressing matter than your moral problems with the deal you made.
A moral compass is always good to have, though.
Well, at what point do you start going this is a pretty shit deal? Because, I'm already doing the shit that I wanted to do, and he's claiming that he's the excuse for it, where he's clearly not.
Well, has Shadow Throne ever showed that he would go back on his deal? For real, not some illusion in a mirror, because I can make illusions appear in any mirror as well.
Look, I just know that he was a man once, or a drow, an elf. I mean, it's not like man is any less derogatory than elf. But, dwarf being the operative word there. But my point is, he's full of promises, but he don't deliver much.
Well, you've discovered your divine spark while you were on his quest, right?
Yes, but that was Zadara, not him.
And he guided you to Zadara.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Why did you go to Zadara the first time?
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Very good question.
Yeah,
Well, if you
it's a
say
valid one.
so. Look, I'm not against taking out anyone who backstabs me, but I made a deal, and I'm.
Again, not very drow-like, is it?
No, but I'm not one of Lol's troops. I'm a fated.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, means you believe you're your own man. So why do you need Shadow Throne?
Yeah, because isn't going along with gods something that goes against what the fated do?
Yep.
I'm not a follower of Shadow Throne. I walk any path to power that works for me at that time.
Good. So in other words, you are prepared to fuck over Shadow Throne if there are the right circumstances.
If needs be. Just tell me. If needs be, would you consider it?
Like if we could summon that tentacle thing you worship.
Yes. I don't worship it,
I
but
knew it. We've noticed what happens when
I'm
you
not.
sleep.
I'm not a priest. I don't worship any god. I don't work for any god directly, but I
Well,
will
neither
work
should you.
with a god.
That's a mistake I made, thinking that Moradin was better than me. Ha!
The old ones, they are different. They aren't gods. They are older than the universe. They are older than the gods, especially freshly raised mortal.
Well, look, no, we're all old souls, don't you get it? We just keep going round and round, but we're all a part of the multiversal one. We come from the source.
I came
And
from a
that
mother.
sauce is awesome sauce. And it tastes pretty good.
And then you go and spoil it all by doing something stupid like sniffing hairs.
You know what? I'm glad you're not a bard. Because your songs suck.
Look,
Brock
But-
Biden.
I don't see how you're gonna act against Shadow Throne if you don't even plan to use these coins. They do offer quite a bit of power.
Yeah, but it's his power, isn't it? So he's gonna fuck you over when you use him.
Power is power.
Alright, well, when you say that and you're just a gimp for Shadow's Throne because there's nothing left of you, because he owns your soul and he owns your body,
He owns your soul as well, might I remind you.
for now. But if you can sell a soul, you can buy it back. Or steal it, acquire it. I mean, it's a currency like anything else, isn't it? Plus, once I get Stormlust going, Shadow Throne's not going to know what hit him.
Noticing that Nuada is making specific gestures as Brock
Oh.
is saying certain things, I will intently keep my eyes on the monk.
Alright.
Yes? What is it?
You know more about this, don't you?
About what?
You were making... When Brock mentioned that stealing or buying a soul back is a very valid option,
Yeah.
have you received any... I'm not entirely sure how to put it, but divine inspiration from a certain Lady of Ravens?
I might have. Or maybe I'm just, making shit up as I go along. I mean, it's
If you wanna find out more about the soul trade, we could always make a deal with some fiends in this town.
No.
They trade souls for a living. They know better than anyone else what
Yeah,
goes
but I
on with
mean,
that.
we don't... We need to get our other souls back, but... we're going to have to go to the Nine Hells, aren't we?
Well, I always have a soul I can trade.
I know. I admire your ingenuity. When you come up short
No.
yourself, you fix the problem. Very
The
good.
thing is, I was actually pointing at the dwarf because I actually liked what he was suggesting. So to answer your question, no, I don't really.
I've never been told that by an elf.
But I like the fact of I've never trusted Shadow Throne, and the real reason why I actually took that deal in the first place wasn't for my personal gain. I'm gonna go for somebody.
Love. Yep, I understand, mate. I understand. It's a good and noble reason.
Exactly, because it happens that I do also like to sniff somebody else's hair, just not spaghetti-sized hair. But
You'll watch
No.
me grow, I promise you.
I am
will
surrounded
grow.
by the freaks of the universe.
Probably.
We've got one tentacle lover, two hair sniffers.
Anyway, what I mean is, okay, party. I totally understand your point of view, and honestly, I don't think you have much love for Shadow Throne. You just don't care as long as it doesn't hurt. As long as it doesn't. in your way of what it is you want to achieve. Am I right?
Yes, I don't back down a deal without good cause. It would
Good
go
cause.
against
Define good cause. Because that's something we need to clarify. What's good?
If we know Tarlin well enough, it's gonna be power, and lots of it.
Alright, okay, cool.
well, mostly knowledge, but knowledge is power, so
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
knowledge. Let's say knowledge. Knowledge. Let's say knowledge.
Hmm.
How are you going to acquire that knowledge when your soul will be, I don't know, locked in a cauldron to be, I don't know, abused in every possible way? Because what's the game he wants exactly? Does anyone really know what he wants?
Wait, what if Shadow Throne right now is sniffing our souls?
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot, bro.
Rock, do you know how to fix illnesses of the brain?
Yeah? If there's something wrong.
Insanities.
He needs a brain to study on.
No. I could reach out to the great old one and ask for his opinion on, or its opinion on Shadow Throne.
Ah, very modern of you, not trying to identify the gender and whatnot. Very respectful.
Yeah, well, it's yeah.
It's got many noodly appendages. Let's just.
But it's not the safest magic. I might need to be cured afterwards.
Oh, craziness. Let me prepare a spell for that.
Prepare a spell for the craziness.
Let's see, level 5, Greater Restoration.
Which means you will have to go to sleep.
Yeah,
from the
I assume
after.
after
Okay.
this, yeah.
But how long will the soul in your soul cage last, Stalin?
That only lasts 8 hours, so we need to do
Okay.
that first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What soul in a soul cage?
Yes, I captured the soul of the Drow commander, the person who led the troops against us. I've already drained most of her essence, but
Between a sandwich and a glass of beer. I already drained her.
well,
It's a hobby.
but we should still question her.
Souls, they come a dime a dozen.
But what about second soul breakfast?
I don't think he knows that.
Well, they attacked us. I needed some advantage to survive the counter, and I'm feeling healthier than ever.
Alright. If you say so. What can be the worst thing? We knock you out, and in the morning, after my same prayers to myself, then I can take away your madness.
Let's first query this soul. That should be safe.
Yeah, let's try and discover the hideout, or what do we want to do?
Yes, I think that's the best we can ask first
Yeah,
of all.
also ask him what's his relationship with your deal maker.
Yes, I can ask 3 questions.
3.
Yes.
Are you a drow? Yes. A real one? Yes.
Let's
think
let's
it through.
find out where in this city they are hiding,
Okay.
or they are staying at least.
Or where their headquarters is, because if it is a larger group, they might just go everywhere.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
will never sleep safely. I am in your underwear.
Yes. So yes.
Who sent
will-
them? Maybe. Because
Yeah,
if they're assassins,
that's a good second question. I don't think they were assassins. They were more like a troop of trained soldiers, it seemed.
Yeah, but did they attack you randomly or?
It was
They
very
came specifically for Levarian.
Yep, and they tried to talk Tarlin into giving me up.
And what did they
and
want from what you could
as
gather?
you might remember, I took your side.
I know. But I'm giving the facts to Nwada as they were. They tried to do it, therefore they failed.
Okay. So we ask where their base is in the city, who sent them, and well, if we don't have a third question, I can always use the rest of the soul another way.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Wait, yes, actually, once we know where they were staying, I could see through her eyes in a place that she has been to in life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if she has seen Shadow Throne, maybe he revealed something about what's gonna happen to you once he meets you and you have all the
Yeah,
I don't think he would have
I'm
told
not
anybody.
I'm not convinced that they worked for Shadow Throne, but
Okay, fair enough.
let's let's ask the first question, and I will put that silver soul cage on the table in front of me and connect with that soul to telepathically ask it where their base or their headquarters is in Sigil.
So you put the little cage,
Right in front of
the
me.
tiny silver cage in front of everybody on the table, and the other people that see it, it doesn't look like much. Well, of course, it was made by Brock, so it's a wonderful manufacturing, of course. But it's just a tiny silver cage, and then Tarling focuses on it, and you don't see much changing apart from the fact that Tarling's eyes seem to become like grayish, misty pools, while you, Tarlin, you find yourself like changing, and you are in front of this silver cage, which is human-sized. Inside the cage, you see this the after image of what is left of the Drow commander banging her head against the cage and screaming at you, "Free me! Free me! Or Nolt will have your soul!"
Well, my soul is already gone, and you're the last one who has to threaten about souls right now. Once I have my answers, your soul will be released, but no earlier than that.
Ask your question.
Yes. Where is your base? Where were you staying here in Sigil?
It must answer truthfully. The answer is no more than a sentence or two and might be cryptic. Okay. Then it looks at you and almost like in a trance, it tells you, deep under the ground where the insects hide. Make me a history check.
Anyone or him?
It's telepathic, so you
Okay.
guys
Just him.
heard it.
14. Well, the reference to insects
The hive?
could be related to the hive, yes.
Question. Second.
Yes, who do you work for, or who sent you after Lavarian?
Once again, it bangs its head, her head against the cage, and you see that it makes a movement with her hands to create like 8 appendages that you actually almost see them like growing almost through the cage to form the legs of a spider, and then she says, The High Priestess commands us.
Good. Good. Yeah, I have one soul charge remaining, but I will break the connection for now.
So you go back to reality. You see Tarlin's eyes becoming again his normal eyes.
Good. They're staying underground in the hive, and
That's original.
yes, they are working for a high priestess of Drow here in the city.
I thought the lady didn't take too kindly to gods.
No, she doesn't. Although they wouldn't be the only priests here in the city, but gods themselves can't act, if I'm not mistaken.
That
Correct.
would be the ultimate way to leave Sigil. Oops, can't be here anymore because I'm a god. Yeah. Or at least a titan.
I don't know if she'll let a god go in peace.
Maybe in pieces.
But let's not talk too much about the lady. I
Right.
don't believe she
So-
likes that.
You don't seem too crazy aside from your usual unnerving
no.
tributes.
Hmm.
That
I-
was a
I-
different spell.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that was. But
communicate with other planes.
yes.
you're gonna speak to the tentacled one?
Yeah, if needed to find out more about Shadow Throne, but
Does this old one have a beard of tentacles? Is that how it is?
Yes.
Ten-
Yes, that it's actually a giant dwarf.
Is it a
I
god? It's not a
don't-
god though, right?
think I would call it a dwarf. But...
Yeah. Also, Brock, you know
A
that
giant dwarf?
the coin that you have not attuned to
Yeah.
would allow you to contact Shadow Throne directly.
Just going like,
Yeah.
hey, tea and biscuits, anyone?
I'm not doing it. I'm not attuned to this thing.
You're not attuned to that. Yeah.
Ah, fuck Shadow Throne.
I could ask one more thing of the Drow commander, but the questions she's giving are more cryptic than I had expected. So, without
Well, all
a
we need to do
name-
to find Drow in the hive is to go into the underground
Yeah.
there and just go, oh my god, Lolth is such a bitch. We all hate her.
You
Yeah,
see, I've done
so
that,
much
and they sent an attack
disrespect to
squad
Lolth.
against me.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't be
They can't help
impossible
themselves,
to find a temple with a high priestess in the hive, even if it's underground.
You know, I could technically use my own magic to contact myself and find out.
So,
The rest sounds good, though.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's ask one more question, maybe, no?
If you have a good question to ask, sure.
Ask her what time it is.
No.
See if she's still
Ask
there.
her for the.
I believe she
Number
only
of
knows what
followers?
she knew in life, so
Ask
Ask
her
her
what
for
the
the number
sound
of
of one
followers in
hand
the-
clapping is.
the number of what?
Like, the number of people, if we get to the high priest.
Yeah, how many? How many?
It would be
No,
nice to
no.
know.
Ask for
yes.
the passcode. Ask for the passcode.
Yeah, how many and what's the password?
That's two
That's-
questions.
that's-
If
Two
it's like
questions. I will ask how we get to the high priestess. And then you, Levarion, can try and talk her out of following Lolt.
Yay!
Yeah, you should practice that.
It's not gonna work, but let's give a crack at it.
I can give
Good.
you some guidance if you'd like.
Good, yeah, I will go back to the cage.
and what is it that you ask?
I have good news for you. Answer me one last question and you can go. How do we reach your high priestess?
You must follow the way of the spiders and fall into her web. And then you see that the door of the cage opens up, and the commander comes out of it and comes for your neck actually, and then you before she can put her claws around your neck, you snap out of it, and you are in your room.
Good. Okay, so we have to follow the spider's way and fall down into the web.
Yeah.
Well, that's not useful at all.
Yeah, it's a lead.
I still think we should go down and start slinging out dirty words about Lolf and see what happens. I'm sure we should also do some protection from poison, though. Actually, that is a really good idea, and I'm going to memorize that.
Okay, so you are retiring for the evening?
Yeah.
I make a quick visit to Durnan and then I retire for the evening.
Okay, very well. Yes. Dernan is not afraid of dark elves or anything, so he tells you, while you are under my roof, Levarion, you are also under my protection.
Thank you.
I don't know if you trust the protection of an innkeeper, but hey.
I've heard things.
All right. Okay, and then I suppose go to bed, and then eventually you will
Rest, baby.
wake up the day after. But let me take an opportunity maybe here. So Nuada is here. Nuada, you do not sleep. You go into a trance normally.
For 4 hours.
For 4 hours, exactly. And while you are there in your room, probably in the lotus position, because not only you don't rest, but you're a monk, so it makes sense. And you had a coin, but you're not attuned to it. Yeah. Okay. So Nuada, you have this vision of you in sigil. Standing in front of the monument to Shisa.
Yeah.
And you see that you look at the monument to Shisa, and you are there. I don't know, remembering what could have been from your association with her, and the one show that you did. As a previous player of Shisa, I will allow you to tease him with this. But yes, indeed, you hear the voice of Shisa saying something to the effect of, "Why did you abandon me to shadow and death?" And then you see that from behind the monument to Shisa, tendrils of shadow come out and then start to go all around the monument, covering her and leaving out only parts of her body, and a piece of the leg, and they are slowly crawling up to take her face. And then you hear a voice whispered to your ear, like somebody is standing just behind you and is whispering to your ear. And he goes like, "You think you can hide it from me? You cannot hide it from me, Nuada.
Go fuck yourself.
Your soul is already mine. You might as well try and win this to have it back. Then again, if you believe you already lost, then you have already lost."
What makes you think that I give a damn about my soul, you worm? You're just a pale copy of a pale god. You're nothing, and you will stay nothing. You will die like a nobody in a gutter where nobody gives a damn about you.
Poor Shadowthorn's feelings are hurt.
Well, I guess while I wait for you then, I will keep tormenting Shisa. She is screaming your name, you know.
She can handle it for the time being, but you won't gonna have to wait for me much longer, because I'm coming for you.
Yes.
It seems like you want to go back on this deal we had, Nuada.
Go back on this deal.
Yes. Would you like to be free of me?
Poor little boy, you're getting scared. You're trying to offering me away. Wow.
No.
You don't even know what I want exactly, what I've planned for you, my friend.
Well, then today I teach you a lesson, Nuada.
Sure.
Shadowtron giveth, and Shadowtron takes it away. And then you see that the monument of Shisa explodes in your dream.
Can he act in sigil? No, huh?
You don't
Okay.
think so, because normally gods cannot directly act.
But you got a dream.
At the same time, Tarlin, you had the same dream, but as a spectator, and you saw the monuments of Shisa exploding, and out of it, a coin coming out. One of the 7 coins of Shadowtron.
I'm immediately running to the monument.
I'm only a spectator, or
You are just a spectator in this dream. Let's say. Like you saw it happen from the outside, and you saw then the monument exploding, and out of the monument, the coin coming out. And then you both, since you're both elves, you both come out of your trance. Let's say at the same moment. But I don't think you sleep in the same rooms.
no? I've rented a room for myself for a month.
Yes, correct.
I'm running to the fucking monument.
Okay. What about you, Tali?
Yeah, this seems like it's probably worth it. I'm gonna fly to the monument.
Wonderful. Okay, so I would say both of you, if you're trying to be silent about this, can make me a
No, I
stealth
don't
check.
give a shit.
You don't give
I'm
a shit.
going
Okay.
as fast as my speed allows.
Okay, then since you
Flash.
don't give a shit, I'm just gonna give one chance to the other two. Okay, Levarion, you also are just in trance, right? No, wait, elf elves, they do have.
I do the normal sleeping thing.
You do normal sleeping. Okay, very well. So I would say, Levarion and Brock, you can make me a perception test with disadvantage.
Nope, I sleep the sleep of the dead.
Perception, you say?
With disadvantage. Okay, very well. So, Nuada, you go away running, and Talin, you are there flying. What is your speed, Nuada?
50.
50.
50 feet. Okay, very well.
And he can basically just run up and down things.
Yeah, I know. So basically, there is this scene where Nuada runs down the stairs. You come out, and you are there out of the.
I don't need to run downstairs. I can just run on the wall and just like go from the window.
Okay, even better then. So you're there. You open your window. You climb up the roof, and then you start running ninja style or Naruto style. Like, Naruto style, exactly, from rooftop to rooftop.
Parkour.
Exactly, and you notice Tarlin flying up above at full speed, going in the same direction as you are. In fact,
Not even in your dream, man.
He's actually faster than you.
Yep.
Is he?
I'm flying. Yeah.
He flies at 60 feet because magic. Now that's the thing. But since you are actually very near to, that's the thing. This will be some sort of chase. The thing is, do you, each of you, want to do something to try and stop the other, or you're just running to it and see who gets there first?
No, I'm not gonna be the one the first strike, that's for sure.
What about you, Tarlin?
I'm not attacking an ally yet.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. So you're just rushing to the monument, the both
Yep.
of you. Okay, very well.
Something to increase speed. Let me see. I don't think so. No.
Okay, then I would like.
Then it's a race, huh?
Yes, so I would like Nuada to make me an acrobatics check,
Mhm.
and Tallinn, since you are faster, you can make me an Arcana check with advantage because. Okay, so you see that even though you are the Wada kind of like probably pushed by the desire to make sure that everything he has done so far is not in vain. He manages to find, you still have to fly in between the buildings of Sigil. Flying is not your main method of bullshit, so to say.
For
And
me,
you
running
think
is.
and you think that Nuada is getting a little advantage on you. Both of you roll me a second roll, starting again with advantage, and Nuada flat.
Just as an aside, if the monster is burning key points, he would be faster because he can use additional dash actions.
Don't give suggestions, you that you are not there.
I
Yeah,
am
just
the
saying.
Flash.
He knows his character. Okay.
Mhm.
But okay, he also rolled a 20 at this point. So I would say that Nuada, that was the second roll, and it was a 20. Nuada, you will be there slightly before Tarlin.
Actually, even sooner because I will just tell the last 30 feet. No, I'll keep that for later. You never.
Like you get to the monument, and
Yep.
Tarlin would be like arriving there flying, huh? Like
Mhm.
that. Now the thing is, if I remember correctly, you had the monument is there and it's still completely intact. It's not broken in any way.
Okay.
So what do you want to do, Nuala?
I know where it is, so I'm just gonna retrieve it real fast and just get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so because I remember it was put inside the monument, huh?
Ah, yeah, that's right.
And is it as easy as opening a box, or is like?
To me it is because I know where I put it. I know.
Okay. So
in what way it's part.
no. So my question is this: like somebody investigating the statue just be able to retrieve it, or is it like part of the thing and so it will have to be broken before you can take it out?
It has to be broken.
It has to be broken. Okay, so you're just there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do?
It's still intact. Did you see that vision too? Man.
Yes, I saw the vision. It seems we rushed for no reason and everything is still safe.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay here. I need to polish it a bit. You want to put some flowers? Why don't you go get me some flowers? And so we can decorate stuff.
Flowers here in Sigil in the middle of night.
Haven't you seen
Like
the flower
flowers.
go? Do, do, do.
Yeah.
One kill, you say?
It's still there. Wow, it's such a strange dream. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm glad it's still intact.
Yeah,
I was afraid that something had happened.
Yeah. Of course, I'm sure you were.
Yes, for some reason I saw the vision as well, and
What vision?
About the statue exploding.
Yeah, me too. And then there was this fucking coin coming out of it, like coming out of Shisa's mouth when it exploded. It was unfucking believable.
Yeah, I had to make sure it doesn't end up in wrong hands.
Okay.
What
yeah.
do you mean, end up in the wrong hands?
Well, this is Sigil. Everyone walks around here. If the statue had exploded, who knows
But
what had happened?
I think what Nuada is trying to imply is that there is no inside the monument.
Exactly, there is
Okay,
no
so
coin
Nuada, roll
inside.
me a deception test. Tarling, you roll me an insight test.
Deception.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I still had advantage on.
Yeah,
that's
it's okay.
still-
We'll take the first one. Okay. So,
Nice.
Tarling,
Double.
Nuada
Crit.
seems to be convinced that there is no coin there, but you saw what you saw. So
Yeah.
you have the feeling, even though he's really has a poker face about it, you have the suspicion that he may be lying to you.
Yeah, but yeah, then again, I don't really have anything that could destroy the statue, especially while he's standing there. So
No, of course.
All right.
well, since it's still intact, how about we head back to the tavern?
Sure. I'll just stay here a minute. I need, reconnect with our former group. I know you don't hear much,
well-
so it's I.
Nah, I mean, while we're here anyway, I just well pay my respects as well.
Sure.
They
Sure.
were dumb as a rock to face that vampire in the dark, but
Yeah.
they were good companions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were. They were.
They were.
They really were.
Yeah, we did a great job on that show in the theater, didn't we?
Tarling, do you have a
I'm loving this.
do you have the message spell?
The what?
The message spell?
Message.
Massage.
I don't think so.
Okay, then roll me an Arcana check.
Nice.
Okay. You hear a whisper in your elven ears. The whisper says, "You don't have to betray your friends, but you need not help them." Nuada, what is your passive perception?
What do you mean, passive perception?
Like on your character sheet, there is a thing, passive perception, or just what is your perception bonus?
All the way at the bottom. Just,
All the way at the bottom. 16.
16. Okay. While you are having this awkward conversation with Tandem, a bolt passes your ear, missing you though, and I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Everyone.
Well, everyone present on this map.
okay.
Yeah.
Easy living.
You've just made the biggest mistake of your entire life.
Okay, Nuada, you notice that on top of one of the buildings, somebody just shot you.
Security!
So you scream for security, okay? Yes.
Absolutely. This is Sigil, man.
That's true.
There is a law.
And you want to do something else, or?
I duck behind cover.
Okay. Like
That's-
behind the
You
station.
duck behind Shisa.
Exactly. Be my
Could
tank.
die a
Be my
second
tank
time.
once more.
Okay, so you put yourself completely behind the statue, I suppose.
Mhm.
Okay, very well. Then this guy, what he will do is, okay. So yeah, but Tali and Wada, you don't see him anymore. He like went off the roof and somewhere else.
Fine by me.
Talin, what would you like to do?
Did I, before he went in stealth, did I get any vision? Did I see him clearly?
You saw him on the roof, yes.
So did he also
Oh,
look
wait a
like?
second. You were surprised. So no, actually, you didn't see him clearly. You just know that Nuada looked at that direction. Maybe you heard some noise, and then he disappeared. And I'm
Yeah.
putting his token there because I don't have a place anywhere. But I mean, you don't see.
Okay.
I could put it here for what it's worth. Okay. So
Blah, 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 blah. There. I make myself invisible.
okay. Wow, Nuada, you start to think that something is about to go on because the guy disappeared and Talin also disappeared.
Okay.
What do you do?
All right. I'll take a defensive stance. Do I have that somewhere? What do I do? Oh, fucking. Where is he? Do I still see him?
You don't see him.
Okay.
He went like off the roof behind the house, and you don't know what happened.
Alright. That's fine. I just wait. I have all the time in the world.
You
I'm
might take a
healthy.
dodge action. if you
Yeah, I
want to
take a
play.
dodge action.
Yeah, you take a defensive stance. Yeah,
Defensive stance.
that's how I interpret it also. Yeah, okay. Okay, very well. So nothing happened for the next 6 seconds. Tallinn.
I will move away from the bridge. Still invisible, of course, but move somewhere against.
Okay,
the
so you're
wall.
not flying anymore because you are invisible.
Yeah, it's concentration, so I
Yeah.
would have landed anyway
Yeah, of
when
course,
we
of course.
reached the
Yes.
statue.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you are there. Nuada, you hear steps coming from the bridge going this direction.
Must
You're
be
still
for-
there.
I'm assuming it's Orlin on that location, so
Sure.
I'm assuming it's him, but I'm being cautious.
Okay, so you're still in defensive position.
I'm in defensive position. Oh shit! What happened here?
Where did you go?
I don't know. I'm in defensive position, but I'm actually moving.
You're like back where you were. No?
No, because I was one square above.
Ah,
I was
okay,
in-
okay. You just moved.
I was in line of sight of Torlin.
Okay. Okay, so you are dodging, so I would have disadvantage on my attack, but the guy just came out of hiding, so it's advanced, so it's a flat roll. And you see that one more bolt
Jesus.
comes at you from a different direction. Okay, this is actually the poison is actually not doubled, but
I'm
that's
immune.
You're immune to poison?
Yes.
How so?
Because I have at 10th level, your mastery of the key flowing through makes you immune to disease and poison.
All right.
So,
Okay. Then the bolt hits you in the shoulder, inflicting you 15 points of damage.
we will see if it hits me.
I am.
Because I can deflect missiles.
Can you do it also when you don't see? You have to check that.
It's not specified. Let me see. When you do so, at starting a turn, you can use a reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you're hit by a ranged weapon attack.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it.
When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier level.
Go for it.
Let's first do this.
1d10 plus dexterity plus your level?
1d10 plus my dexterity modifier plus my monk. If I reduce the damage to 0, I can catch the missile.
Yeah, well, you already have plus 5 dexterity and your level is 11, so you will do at least 15.
Exactly.
So you catch it.
Then I'm gonna use 1 key point just to
and throw it back at him. Okay, go
back
for it.
at him. Up. Voila.
You just flick it.
Just like Kenshiro with 2 fingers. Like,
with 2 fingers.
You 1-inch punch the
just
bolt.
Just like it's a bow attack. It's the same bow.
Okay.
Just click on that.
Up.
A 14 actually misses him, but he sees his bolt coming back. What the?
Next time it's going right between your eyes.
And then he will.
I don't know you. I don't know why you're attacking me, but dude, this is not gonna fly. Security.
Talon.
When he came out of hiding this time, did I manage to get a look?
You managed to get a look, yes.
Yeah, so they actually have like the white, I don't see the icon very clearly, but they actually have like white hair, look like a drow.
He looked like a drow, yes.
Okay. Did get the message though, so right now I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Noada,
just keeping my focus on invisibility.
You're still shouting? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, still shouting.
In the distance, you start to hear boots coming
Perfect.
your way. And eventually, you don't see, well, no further attacks come your way, and eventually the guard arrive at the zone and say, what is going on here?
Shooter is going away. He shot two arrows at me. One, look, it landed there. First one he kind of missed, I think. It landed in the monument. Did it land in the monument? Please
sure.
Tell me it landed. Cool,
yes,
perfect.
It did.
Okay, perfect. So it landed here in the monument. He's breaking my work and shit. And look and oh shit! And then I grabbed the coin like. Taking advantage of the situation.
What coin? The moment you have to break it before.
Yeah, but it was the arrow. If it like went inside, like trying to rip the arrow out, like crack it.
No, it didn't break the monument. I remember the moment it was made sturdy enough.
Yeah.
It was made by Brock.
Yeah, it was made by Brock, right? Yeah, you need a hammer.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was made by Brock, so it's not gonna break easy.
No.
All right, perfect.
So yeah, the Harmonium is there. Do you want to file a formal complaint?
Yes, please.
But then go tomorrow to the courthouse, and did you see your attacker?
Yes, absolutely.
Could you describe him to us?
Absolutely. Very thin, long hair, dark skin, probably a.
Ah, yeah, those dark elves. You see more and more of them in the hive.
Yeah, in the hive, huh?
Yeah, they're almost worse than tieflings. Almost.
What are you gonna do about them? Because I mean, if
there isn't yet a law to arrest them inside, but I hope there will be.
Right. Could I?
No, he looks at you, and you're also like lean, tall, with white hair.
Yeah, but I'm not the same. I'm a Shadar Kai. It's not.
I know. You want to say that the only difference between you and them is that you are white and they're black, right?
I wasn't about to say that. What
but that's what they know. That's what they notice. Like
Anyway, I'm an artist contributor of the city. Look at that, man. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to spend some time here. Tarlin, would you mind warning the others that
Who's
the incident
Starlin?
happened?
I'm still in hiding
Who's Starlin?
invisibility.
Exactly. Who's Starlin? It's my friend. He should be over there. We were both attacked. He ducked actually behind the building.
Maybe you have an invisible friend and they do not know how true their words were. You have an invisible friend?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he ran away. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Maybe you should go back home.
I'm fine right here. I'm praying in front of the monument I've made for my fallen friends.
Roll me a persuasion test.
Could it be guarded?
A persuasion on the perception.
Oh, sorry.
It's almost the same thing.
Yeah, you really need to go home, sir.
All right. Okay. Fine. I'll go.
Would you like us to escort you?
No, but I would like to have security posted around this monument.
Ah, I see. You own this monument?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
We'll pay gracefully.
Oh, now they start to look at you more interested. Well, a little bit of jink is always welcome.
How many guards are you?
2.
2. 100 gold piece each.
For one night?
Let's make it 2.
Uh,
Okay, for one night. 100 each for tonight.
they first they look at each other a bit conspirationally, like, shouldn't we be accepting bribes? And they're like,
It's not a bribe.
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's not a bribe. A bribe would actually be you catching me doing something wrong and me to get away with it.
I suppose we should interpret this as a contribution to the hard work that the Armor does for the city, right?
Exactly.
Yes. I think we can accept your money, sir.
Perfect.
So you give them 200 gold.
Yeah.
Very well. Then they will stay there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Have a good
Gentlemen,
night, sir.
Have a good night. I'm going.
Okay.
Not going really.
I will move away as well, and once we're away from, pretty much following Nwada until we're far away from the statue or far away enough, then I'll come out of invisibility.
All right. And show yourself to Nwada, or you're just going?
Yeah, I'll show
Okay.
myself to Nwada.
Okay, man.
All right.
Well, that looked like he was connected to those drow we faced before.
So, how about you and I go take care of those fucks?
Yeah, but yeah, let's head
I mean-
to the inn and collect the party to hunt those drow.
Yeah, because the city is not gonna do much about it, and honestly, this
Well.
is really disrespectful.
To be fair, I wouldn't want the city to go after drow like that.
Now we need to do that ourselves, obviously. Let's go back to the inn.
Okay, and so together, looking at each other, you go back to. Like you first. No, really, you first. No, really. Okay, let's go together. Sure. So okay, so you go back to the inn, and do you attempt to sneak out again?
No.
No. Okay, very well.
It's going to be too obvious right now.
Yes. Okay, very well. So the day after comes, and you meet with the others for breakfast, and you are there in the Yawning portal.
Man.
Yeah. Do I
Sleeping all
manage
night,
at least
sleeping
another
out.
short rest after we get back?
Yes, of course. Sure.
Ah,
How do I whisper something to the GM?
You do a slash
/W,
W.
and then you type the first letter, so
Yeah.
S, and you spacebar. You tab it.
Yeah.
So then you
Wait.
get /W Shadow Throne.
/WS and
Slash
where?
W.
No,
Space.
slash W space S, so my name will appear,
Yeah.
and then space, and then you write what you want. Do maybe test, just to be sure. Or of course, you can send me a private message on Discord.
We are so technologically advanced.
Yeah.
And recognized command. All right.
Yeah,
Just
just
like
put
hashtag OK
just,
book.
just put it on Messenger or. Okay, so the day after you wake up. Yeah.
The day after we wake up.
And you are there at breakfast, and I suppose unaware of the commotion of the prisoner, apart from the two guys that were involved.
Yeah, I will tell them while we're at breakfast. Like, Anwara and me had a vision last night
Huh? What? Yeah.
about our old party member. She saw the singer.
Oh, yeah, I
She
remember
has,
her.
she has a monument here in town, and
I kind of
we had
remember
a-
that.
yeah, we had a vision that the monument blew up.
No, that's my work. What?
Should we go check it out then?
We
Yes,
checked it
yes.
out last
No,
night.
but we should go again.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just like
We did get assaulted once more by another those Drow assassins.
What? What? Why didn't you lead with that? Did you get any information?
They got away. We didn't feel like we were in the state to fight them off. So
No.
the what I called for the guards, and they chased away the assassin. But yeah, it looks like they know more about us and are targeting us more directly than we thought.
Yeah.
So why don't we go down to the hive and start bitching about love?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
I could check out the records. Maybe I can find some out if there's any big real estate owned or purchased by Drow recently in the hive.
In the hive? Oh man, you go to the Hall of Records, you're gonna be stuck there for days.
I've been in there a few times, and I think I know my way around.
Alright, if you insist.
alright, so we're all going?
I'm going wherever the drow are. And right now there's 1.5 right
Well,
here, so I guess I'm following
Well,
you
we
guys.
could just head straight into the hive, but the hive is massive, so...
Yeah, it is, but
mean-
I'm telling you, if we say, Loth is a shit god, spiders are for wussies. Creepy crawlies. I need poison to kill my enemies because I am such a little coward. A tiny little fake coward.
we'll be dead by sunset.
Yeah, they'll be dead by sunset.
Ah, God. Well, the other option is to get more information down, do more groundwork.
Yeah, that's what I proposed on my visit. If I visit the Hall of Records, I can find out pretty much all the info related to the city.
And I do think that that is slightly less lethal to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because after all, we are but 5. If a group of, let's say, 40 or 50 drow descend on us, even with the incredible skill of our dwarven craftsmen, we'll probably die.
I'm not so sure about this.
I don't think so. I think we can take them.
And I know you like redemption stories, but I don't think we can talk our way in either. Except me, maybe.
Yeah, but you'd probably also have to sacrifice some of your
I don't know, I
ideas.
can be persuasive.
Be all spidery.
Yeah.
So let's first get some maps.
The reason I started heading into ancient ruins, it was more interesting than staying near those other drow.
I can believe that.
All right.
All of records?
So what's your plan? Yeah, all the records?
Yeah.
I vote Hive.
Yes.
Or you want to split
could-
the party?
You can go to the Hive, Brock.
Yeah.
We will dearly miss you. You could also just reuse the Hall of Records to study more forging techniques while we're there.
Yeah, that's also true.
That is true. Maybe you'll discover the...
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I'm having thoughts.
Oh god. That's never good.
So what's it gonna be?
Hall of Records.
All the records.
Sure.
Why are you doing this? Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I
I
forgot
roll
something.
20. Yeah, sure.
Brock, could you? I need to ask you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a forging plan.
Yep.
Yeah, do you mind if we? It's kind of a surprise.
Ah, I get it. You have a lady friend and you'd like Brock to make a special implement of pleasure. Say no
Exactly.
more.
Something like that.
Yep.
Could you
Brock will make sure the job gets done.
step with me in the other one?
I'm happy to follow. No.
Are we alone?
Yes.
Okay. We sure?
Throw me a perception test.
Do you remember that sheep in the inn 5 years ago? That was me.
What?
You are sure.
Okay. We've got a problem.
Huh?
Bro.
What kind of problem?
Remember when we did the monument?
Yeah.
I hid one of the coins inside and I shut it. He's transmitting.
What? How did that?
visions like, I know. He's kind of screwed up. I've posted guards for the night and I paid them grace gold each to make sure they would stay on post. But we need to get that coin out of the monument and put it somewhere else. Or shield the place from magic interference or make
Wait,
magic
I mean,
around it.
she had a lovely voice, but she's so short. What do you see in that snake lady? Where did you hide the coin?
It's not about the snake lady. It's part of them to hide it. Honestly, I mean,
Okay.
I'm happy.
Here's
I'm
the
happy
thing.
happy I did the monument. I thought, safe. Fucking think about it, but we found a way to. I don't know how we managed to do that, but of course I do because he's not a god. Why he can act it. If he could like spray and scrap as a
My friend, it's okay. It's
Okay, that's an interesting. Sorry if I interrupt you, but this is an interesting thing that Noada just said.
Of course.
What?
The fact that Charlatron seems to have some influence inside of Sigil
Wait.
could
He's
make you
not a
think
god.
that.
He's not a god. Not yet. He just pretends to be. This is my proof.
Yeah, I think these coins are about making him a god.
Exactly.
Yep, you're onto something. That
exactly.
cunt. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
fuck that shit.
He is gonna fuck us over.
I
All
agree.
this about claiming our souls and stuff like that. This is
Maybe
Yes,
he didn't
probably what
claim
he
our
needs.
soul.
Needs to change that and the soul gathered to play that game to make himself a god. He can't do that. But I don't mind. I can be fucked over. Technically, I'm dead. I don't give a shit. Plus,
Wait,
you know,
what? You're dead?
What?
yeah, in a certain way. I mean, this was always a one-way. You know, you're in love, right? Do
Oh,
anything.
Oh, for the second time.
Okay,
Oh,
cool. Well, for me, for the Raven Queen, it's exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? She's. I don't care if my soul is doomed. I want to make sure, God guy doesn't get his way because he actually tricked my goddess into taking her place.
Say no more,
But-
my friend. Say no more.
Cool.
Old Brock is here to help you, buddy.
Right,
And
so
I've got a stone shape ready to go.
You know, I would like to reason with Colin. I mean, I understand he wants power and he wants knowledge, and honestly, he can have it all. I don't give a shit. But what he can't have are all the coins.
Yep. That's why I carried
Sorry,
mine.
Colin.
Not cause I don't need it. I mean, wait. I don't carry it because I need it. I carry it so I know where it is.
So it is there right now, but he had a vision last. He and I practically raced to the statue. I can't only imagine.
I'm telling you, man, he's gonna get possessed by Shadow Shroom. That's what it's all about.
Yes,
Get all the
he
coins
is.
and he's just like becomes this superpowered gimp body
Now,
for Shadow Shroom. Telling you.
Basically,
Telling
every
you.
person who touches that coin, who gets in touch with it, gets somehow a deal with Shadow, and he's accumulating. What? That's it. That's what he's accumulating. Then once he has enough, he takes the 7, he makes and he becomes God. But right now he isn't one. Meaning it can bleed. If it can bleed, it can be fucking killed.
What if he's
That's
here
it.
right now?
I'm sure he is. So he's not a god.
But he knows where the coins are, though.
He knows where the coin is, but I don't think he's here. I don't think so. I think he's scared because if he gets here somehow, I think he's kind of persona non grata, and if he would come here, it would prove that he's not a god. So his whole credibility would be gone. But the fact of the matter is, if you cry and influence here, it means he's not a god yet. It means it can be, which means he can bleed and be killed. That's my conclusion. We find him, we bleed him.
Yeah, I'm in, buddy. Sounds good. I'd like my soul
Perfect.
back.
So, how do we get that coin out or make sure it never gets? That's the thing.
Right. I think we can easily get it out with a little bit of stone shaping.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me while I put my hands into Sheetha's stone body to get out your coin. I'll put
Yeah.
it back in place. And then you'll have the coin. And then maybe we can look into destroying them or something. I don't know.
I don't know if they can be destroyed, but we could look into that.
Everything can be destroyed.
If one of them can be destroyed, he can never achieve it. Somehow neither can I, but I don't care. Right now, what matters is that I know I have this grin on my face. What made me so happy, but dude, the fact that he can act here in some capacity means that he's not a god. Means we can kill him. I've never been so happy in years.
Yeah, I think we're onto something. And if we're being honest, we're the wisest in this group, so we should know.
No, I think Tolin wants to gain knowledge. I can't.
Yeah, we just got to give him a
have-
substitute, don't we? We just have to
find a
help him bring his
substitute for-
botanical
Ex-
god into reality or some shit like
We
that.
have to find
I'm
a
sure it's no worse than whatever Shadow Shroom's
We
got
have to
planned.
find it. We have to find something. Make him an offer. He can't help us.
Or kill him.
All right, we have to
Wait.
look into that.
No, not kill him.
Right. While we're going into the halls of wreck, you think you could snatch the coin away somehow? Maybe put it in a dwarven bank that can't be broken into. You know the banks here in Sigil. Nothing can break into that.
The Holo Records can store stuff for you.
That
You
could
could
be an
meet us-
option.
You could meet us there.
No, well, I do. I can take the long way. But didn't you say you put guards on it?
Yeah, but I'll make you a paper. I'll write a document. Basically.
Alright. Okay. I'll do it.
All right. I'm writing the document for the give them the guard. It's basically reshape the monument. I sign it,
Okay.
and I give 50 more gold pieces each for the. so they know it really comes from me. Joking.
Right.
We go to the records. He's gonna dig out the thing, the course data. Gonna get
Okay, so wait.
and we will put the fucking coin in the bank.
You are giving this money to Brock, or you're going together? Or...
We can. Yeah, I'm giving the Brock.
Okay, so you give the money to Brock
with the
and
letter
then-
for the guards.
with a letter for the guards.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And but were you now going to the whole records? What are you doing
No,
together?
the rest of the party, Tarly and Levarion and myself, go to the Hall of Records.
Okay, very well.
He's gonna pretend, if you're okay with it, Brock, that you have to.
You're jumping a
Shit.
bit, David. No, I'm.
Brock can say that he's gonna run an errand because he wants to do this love project, like a tiara, whatever, any opponent. So he's quickly gonna buy that so he can. He's pretending. He's going to pretend that, right?
Sure.
So it's his excuse to go on the monument while we go to records. Then I can.
I'm not going to pretend anything. I'm going to
Make
say
sure
I
he
need to go
doesn't
and
do
admire
anything.
my handiwork.
And hop. And we switch the coin from place.
All right. So you meet at the side of this private. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. You meet outside of this private meeting together with the others, and so Brock, you say that you are going to.
You're
What?
going to sip
I'm
your
going to admire my handiwork, and then I'll be back.
To admire your handiwork. Okay. You are not technically lying.
admire.
I would just like Tarlin and Levarion to make me an insight check.
And then I also sniff the hair.
Can I also just not do that and just believe Brock?
No, you do believe him, but I'm asking. Okay. Yeah. So it's not that you don't believe him. You just find it bit, out of
Perfectly
context.
normal Brock
Yeah.
behavior.
Yeah, sure.
I want to lick my statue. I want to sniff some hair. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, that's up to you. Do you proceed to all records? The other three? Yeah?
Let's
Yeah.
go to the Hall of Records.
Talin, you're in.
Yes.
That's
Okay, very
his idea.
So you go while Brock makes then a stop to the stage. So when you go there to the stage, you indeed you find these two guards, these two harmonium guards guarding the stage.
And he has the letter and.
So what do you do, Brock?
Good morning, officers, or evening, as the case may be.
Morning, it's morning. Good morning to you, sir.
I am the distinguished dwarf Brock Adamantite. I'm sure you've heard of me. I am co-creator of this artistic work. Master Nuada sent me with this letter to ensure that the statue is still intact, along with a forwarded additional contribution to your efforts. May I be allowed to examine the statue, please? Here is the writ. Oh, guys, I had a big bender last night.
What are you giving them?
The letter that Nuada has written.
Yeah, well, the letter, you see that they look at the letter. Who is Nuada again?
And the gold. Yeah, the dude that paid you 100 gold to watch the statue each.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay. And
This
then
is-
you're giving them how much?
50
50
each
gold.
additional.
Okay.
On
And what
top
is
of
it
that.
that you want to do, dwarf?
I'm attending to the statue and repairing the damage from the arrow.
Oh, okay. Very
Yes.
well.
I
Well,
will
you know,
be using magic.
With the
To
50
fix-
gold, they don't have a reason to make further questions. So I said, oh, sure, just be quick about it.
Alright. And then I stone shape the statue to remove the coin. And then
Yes, you
Put
make
it back
a little
into
hole.
place. Yeah.
You take the coin and you restone shape it back.
And I leave the statue of Sheath looking slightly more giantess-like. when I left.
Bring your contribution, my friend.
Like,
Titan
she
Next to
didn't
it,
have
because
much of a
it's part of
bust, but she's got more of a bust.
Okay, so
now.
roll me. What is that? What do you have? Stone working or something?
I Do has Mason's tools
Yeah, roll me a Mason's tool.
with. Don't say dexterity.
Well, since you're using your magic to do this, you
Yeah. Wisdom. All right. I'll accept.
because
that.
you're
That's
making
it.
a mix of magic and words. Okay, very well. So yeah, okay. Clearly, you're not an expert in sculpture. So your rendition of Shiza, it's quite blocky. You know, it's not a Renaissance statue. It's more of a, you know,
Don't say that.
Now
It's
she has
Mason's tools.
early Middle Ages statue. Huh? Like
It's
it's either
a
Shiza,
fine.
it's
Middle
either
Ages
Shiza or a dwarf. Like, you know, people could interpret it in different
if
ways.
I made it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
saying.
but with the
It's
stone
literally
shape,
Minecraft.
it's just, yes, it's made in Minecraft. So, but okay, so you managed to retrieve,
coin.
which then
And then I attune to both coins. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the moment I will assign it to you. And yeah, you have indeed 2 coins on you.
And then I'll head to the Hall of Records. The
And
banking
then you start
division.
to- Yeah. All right. So yeah, and then you also go to the Hall of Records. The others will be there before you. Let's say 1 or 2 hours before, while you did your job, and then you made your way there and back again. What are you guys instead doing at the Hall of Records?
Yes. There are 2. Could go look in the census for large amounts of drow moving into the hive,
Yes.
or into the Hall of Property Records to find out if they've been buying any real estate, which they probably would if they have a temple here.
Yeah. So you are a member of the Faded, so you have easy access to their records. So you, Tarlin, can make me an investigation check with an advantage while you peruse their records. All right. Okay. You find some pretty obscure tidbits, but with your natural 20, you managed to interpret them in the right way. And indeed, you can identify a group, a buyer that is clearly a dark elf. Recognize it by the name that is typically dark elf, a certain Dirtara Frektar.
Rolls off the tongue, that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And indeed, a weird buy of some kind of almost scheduled for destruction building in the hive. You also got an address. It seems to be what you are looking for.
Okay. There was one other person at the Hall of Records while we're here that I would like to meet up with.
Mm-hmm. You had 2 friends here.
Yes.
One was Aram Oakright.
Yes.
And the other one,
demon. I
yes,
can't find his name anymore.
Dealing with demons and not having names. So
yeah, that's it.
troublesome.
But yes, there was this demon that you were friends with.
Yes, that I also did a quest for with warehouse.
Correct. Yes, with the warehouse. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
I want to say Narash, but Narash is Dragon Ball in another campaign, so I'm fooling myself. But okay, so you want to speak with him or what?
Yes, I would look for him if he's at the Hall of Records right now.
Sure.
Yeah, I will approach him, but I will speak to him
Privately.
telepathically first, using my awakened mind. I will ask him if we can speak privately.
He likes this kind of subterfuge, so for sure. And his name was Ichthus.
Yes, right.
Ichthus the Nikalot.
Right.
A Nikalot is a Yugolot, so he's a fiend, but not affiliated with Hell or the Abyss. More of a freelancing mercenary fiend.
Right. Yeah, if we can, I don't know if we can receive static through zone if he agrees to meet in private.
Yes, you can go in one of the offices. While Levari and Nuada are doing what?
Nwada, you want to go first?
I actually need to talk to you, so it's a good thing that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
available.
I've had a theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday evening, something, some sort of interaction. Yeah. Shadow Throne. How come he could interact here in Sigil?
Maybe, but this is far out. But maybe he can use the coins to employ mortal agents? Like, without actually using his own full
Here's the
power
thing.
here, but
Here's the
just
thing.
enabling him to contact people.
Now listen, the thing is this. If he could do that somehow, it means he's not a god.
Or scarier, that he knows who runs this city and might be dealing with them as well.
Nah.
Unlikely?
Nah. That's too scary. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
it's just like
Who-
you have to look
who
at it
runs
from
this
all
place?
potential
Look,
angles. And
Sure. However, since we hear the hive, I'm not really interested. I don't give a shit. But why, since we're here, why don't we try to find what ritual Shadow Throne is really working on? Why are the 7 coins really for? Is he, as I suspect, gathering soul through the coins to increase his own power? Plenty of adventurer must be sent, plenty touch them, and creatures of all sorts have not. So he's claiming the soul, and once he's got an coins, he's gonna sacrifice or has to, right, and then make him to a true god. Now, could we find traces of a ritual like in place?
well, you could try and find traces of such a ritual. We could also try and find reference to Shadow Throne in this place. If he's immortal, if he's in Sigil, he
was
might be
immortal,
recorded
so
here.
if he interacted here at some point, but Shadow Throne would be an alien, right?
So are we.
That's why he wants to draw dead. Or maybe does he want to draw dead? Or is he acting with them? Is he
I think in order to become a god, you kind of need some assistance from higher powers. Because if you're just going to do it on your own, it's the hard road. And he appears to like not taking the hard road.
Listen to this. If he was a dark elf, he might have been a draw, right?
Mhm.
Might even have been a Lololite, whatever you want to. Which means they know his fucking name.
Yep. Let's pay our friends a visit then. So we should probably be well prepared.
Yeah.
Do we have any kind of evidence that they're involved in illicit dealing? If we could uncover that, we could probably send the hard hats in against them.
They're not going to. Yesterday already, I suppose they don't seem to give a shit. They don't care.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's try to find. First, let's try to Shadow Throne as we know it. Although I'm sure we're not gonna find anything because it's an alias. But if my intuition, and I don't know why, maybe it's just a gut feeling, just like that. A moment, something tells me those drow know his name, his real name. I want to speak to them. I don't want to kill them. I want to speak with them, and maybe like kind of turning them against us, or no. Why
You
would we
mean
do that?
helping them redeem themselves?
No, I don't know. I'm confusing myself, but whatever.
I'm confusing myself.
It's a
I'm
hobby.
pretty sure Shadow Throne. The reason why he didn't, for example, when I told him to F himself, kind of hurt me into submission. But I think I understand. He did it? He acted directly on my soul, which
Wait.
he owns. Meaning for him somehow it was easy, but he's not as strong as I.
Wait. Shadowthroat.
He knows that. He knows
He
I'm
tricked the
open.
Raven Queen, right?
Yeah,
As Shadowthrone. Or as his mortal self before becoming Shadowthrone.
I've never asked.
You might want to inquire with the Raven Queen if she might already know his name, which would help us along quite well.
Yeah.
Of course, aliases are a dime a dozen, so it might not be useful at all, but if that is what you're after, that's probably the best way of going about it.
He knows that because I told him yesterday that I'm coming to tear his second a-hole. He knows that. It's clear. Why is he not killing me? He can't. For some reason, he just can't.
No.
I mean, I would be a god, and I would have like smart ass. I was just talking to me like that. I would just.
Yeah, but you're in Sigil.
Even when I'm outside of Sigil, he could have done it a long time. He's not doing it. Why?
Yeah, well.
Because he can't.
He might still be too vulnerable.
Exactly. So let's find what we can on the guy and on the hive as well. Like occasionally, like a map, like layouts, blueprints, whatever from the hive. Let's see.
And maybe we could check around if we know some people there. Locals are always useful to have.
All right.
All right. While you're having this conversation, Tallinn is having another conversation, right?
Famous novels, the conversationing.
That's it. Game of Thrones just started.
Ichthus the
It's
Nickens.
it's good to see you again, Ichthus.
Tallinn, how do you fare?
Quite well, quite well. Last time we spoke, I did a job for you.
Yes, I remember very well.
Yes. Now I actually have a job that needs to be done as well, and it can't be connected to me.
Interesting. Tell me.
Yes. It shouldn't be too difficult itself. There's a statue here in the city. Inside the statue, I believe there's a special coin. I need that coin recovered in a way that doesn't lead back to me.
Was the coin? Is the coin yours?
It belongs to someone I work with, but there are other groups working against us, and they are they would not take it well if they knew I took the coin.
I'm supposing that this coin has something special about it. It's not just a coin.
It's a magical artifact for sure.
I see. And it's inside a statue.
It's inside a statue. I have the location. It's a stone statue of the singer Shisa.
I remember her.
Yes. Some hardheads were hired to protect the statue, but they were only asked to protect it for a night. So it should be possible to get to it. If it means that the statue gets damaged, then so be it. Perhaps it might even be interesting to leave the damage as a signal. As long as it doesn't lead back to me.
Well, it looks like you're asking me to destroy some property to recover something that does not really belong to you.
You could say it like that. Now, of course, perhaps this is below you, and you might know some other contractors who can do it. But I thought I would speak with you. We've been acquainted before.
Yes, but okay, roll me a persuasion test. He says, you have done some good work for the fated, and if this coin belongs to no one really that can claim it, then, in my opinion, it belongs to those that can take it for themselves.
Exactly.
Then again, if you're asking me to go and take this coin, then this coin belongs to me. After that, though, I would be more than willing to sell it to you.
Of course.
Not necessarily for money, but for some service.
Yeah. And do you have a service in mind already?
Not right now, but I mean, you would be in debt with me.
Don't like being in debt without knowing the price, but
I think I may have something you could do in a short time, in fact.
okay.
Do you understand what I am, Talon?
I understand a few things about fiends, but
Well, I belong to a specific family of fiends. They're called the Yugolots.
most of my study has been on demons, on the abyss,
okay.
but I've heard of Yugolots.
We are, well, if you know about fiends, you know that they are, and you know that they are forever stuck in this battle against devils called the Blood War.
Yes.
Well, we Yugolots, we provide assistance to both sides.
Yes, mercenaries, right.
Yes. Then again, me personally, I was tired of the Blood War. I was a scout there, and I didn't see a lot of the action. At the same time, I still have some contacts, and these contacts, they keep coming to me to provide with, you know, that little something else that can help one side or the other. I would say for a little foray in the Blood War, I would be willing to give you my coin.
Yeah, I might not be able to make it into the abyss or the hells right away. So,
the good thing about the Blood War, Tarling, is that it's endless.
Yes. I'm willing to do a mercenary job related to the Blood War.
Can you describe me this coin?
Yes. I've seen it before. before, so it's brass.
Yeah, you actually know they are all the same. The only thing that
Yeah.
changes is what they are made of.
Yeah, so it's a brass coin, and I describe the inscriptions on it.
Well, in fact, you could show him one.
If the description is not clear, I will, but I
Okay,
prefer
very
to avoid it.
Well, the description, I would say, is it's a coin with a skull head on it, as you can see from the handout. Maybe you can open it out, Ben.
Yes.
And it's made of brass.
Hmm.
Very well, that's pretty clear, he says. It will be useful also for scrying purposes.
Ah, yes.
Then I will contact you again as soon as I have it. I will retrieve it tonight. With the cover of darkness will be easier.
Okay, I will be in the city. I think for a few more days we'll be heading into the hive. And if you need me, I will be staying in the Yawning portal when I'm not here in the Hall of Records.
Very well then.
It's a pleasure dealing with you, Ichthus.
Just business. Darling, it's just business.
Yes, of course.
All right. Brock, well, you are in line with the bank, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So eventually it comes your turn. You go to the, I suppose, the property department. Or maybe the
Alright.
credit department? Maybe the credit department.
And I think it's if it has to be put in a vault.
In a vault, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, when your turn comes, a clerk of the Fated receive you and says, "How can we help you, Master Dwarf?"
I'd like to make a deposit in your safest safe.
Sure, he says. Our safes have never been forced, or nothing has ever been stolen from them.
Excellent. And what is the cost?
Do you know for how long you intend to keep this in the safe?
Unclear, but a matter of weeks in the very least.
And what is the value of the thing you want to put in the vault?
It is a coin belonging to a fake god.
Excuse me?
It's a coin belonging to a fake god.
I see. And is it a single coin?
This one is. I can't really vouch for its current relationship status, to be honest, but
Could I see this coin?
Why, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
So you show him a brass coin, or do you show him your gold coin?
I'll show
unless
him
you
the
want to
brass
put
coin.
or maybe you want to put them both.
I'll just show him one for now.
Okay, so it's a brass coin. He
Yeah.
looks at it, and he says it's made of brass.
That's right.
It's worth less than nothing.
Yeah, but it's you know, it's. Look, have you never had something that's precious to you?
Of course. Well, it's a bit difficult to quantify the value of it. But, I
Oh,
suppose...
right. Hang on. It's magic.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, would it be by any chance cursed?
Yes, in a matter of speaking, I would definitely say it's cursed.
I see. Well, then I'm afraid that we can't really help you here.
Alright, what about this other gold coin? It's not cursed.
It's exactly the same, only it's made of gold.
Yeah, it's worth more. And it's not cursed. It's gold because it's not cursed.
And is it magic?
Nah.
Straight face, just poker all the way through.
Uh-huh.
How the
Well,
fuck did I
now-
get trained in deception?
Based on also your trained in persuasion and deception.
Apparently.
Okay, roll me a deception test with disadvantage.
Oh.
He says, I see, it's not magical.
Why can't you store
suppose-
magical items?
Well, no, we can store some magical items, cursed items. And
Oh,
while
no, it's
when we
it's
store magical
figuratively
items,
cursed. Yeah.
we need to make sure that we understand what it does.
Right.
So if you say it's magical, we will have one of our wizards cast a spell
Yep.
to make certain that the powers of this item are not destructive in any way to
Right.
our vault.
Well, I'd be very interested to get it evaluated, to be honest.
Very well. Well, maybe we could do this right here now.
Maybe we could. Do you have the ability to fetch someone else in this building with more discreetness than, say, a thaumaturgical shout?
Well, we don't go around shouting, sir.
No,
If you would follow me to the next room, I will fetch one of the factotums here to call
the
up
what?
our local.
The fuck totems?
Yes, we will just fetch our wizard.
Ah, right.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you follow
If
him
you
in
would
the next
follow
room?
me into the next
I-
room, we
I
will
do
conduct
follow him
a
into the
close
next-
legal examination, Mr. Brock.
Yes. Okay,
That's
so
nice.
what are you doing? You're shouting out? Or?
No, I'm not. I'm projecting my voice to booming 3 times as loud as normal to say, paging the water, paging the water.
Okay, so he brings you to the next room, and he even offers you a coffee, and then eventually a gnome arrives with a
A gnome ranger.
A gnome arranged wizardly robes, and he says, "So I understand there is a magical item here that requires
Yeah, we got this.
identification."
Yep. How I identify them, but go ahead.
This will only take a few minutes.
10?
11, in fact.
Ah, you're doing this a ritual. Smart
Yes.
lad. Okay.
So he uses the spell, doing the thing that is, and at one point you see him kind of like freezing, and then he looks at the clerk that brought you here, and he says, I don't think we should accept this. He says,
Ah.
Why? What does it do? He puts it back on the table and says, "Can I talk with you for a moment?" And the clerk looks at you and says, "Can you excuse us?" And they kind of like leave the room.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to take the coins and stick them in my breeches.
That could have gone all the wrong ways.
And after a while, the clerk looks at you and says, yes, I don't think we can accept those coins, but maybe you would find a better, how shall I say, a common kind of ground at the mortuary.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of stuff you would bring there. Yes.
What? Aside from debtors?
Well, we don't judge, but Suffice to say, we
You're
cannot.
saying I need a necromancer, or is it you're saying that,
no,
that you're just dustmen in general?
No. Dustmen, they just have, I think, a better affinity with this kind of items, and they could probably suggest you better how to store it and conserve it in a way.
You're refusing me service because I'm a dwarf, aren't you?
Not at all. You can see my colleague here is unknown, so we have not.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Well, I mean, we offer. We even have tieflings.
Alright then.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
Well, thanks for nothing. You wasted me time. I was on that queue for like an hour.
Yeah, well, it does happen. We apologize.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell all my friends not to do service here because you refuse to.
There is
Not
no
to
other place.
serve.
So yeah, they let you go. And yeah.
Yep, I come out looking for my
All right.
buddies.
So yeah, exactly. Eventually, you will all meet up again. Levarion and Wada were kind of waiting on Tarlin, I guess. Tarlin made a wonderful search. When you do meet all together again, I suppose Tarlin will share what he found out.
Yes, I found out where we can find these drow buddies of Lavarian.
They're not really my buddies yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you will convince them to be your buddies. I found out where in the hive we can find them. I did make a bit of a deal, so we do owe a guy I know here as a favor later on. But
You.
We
Oh.
owe him a deal, or
Mhm.
you owe him a
well, you're interested in finding these drow, right?
Yeah.
Good. It's nothing that we wouldn't be doing anyway, just a mercenary job.
deal? Oh, okay. Did I manage to bump into anything Elistrael related?
Well, not in the Old Records.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we have to go more in something more religious,
Oh God.
which I will give you. No, but there are places that are more religious here, like the sign of one, or the Transcendent Order could be a place.
Aren't they all like somewhat anti-religious?
No, they're not all Santai. The only one that is really anti-religious, the Atar. All the others, there is a lot of followers of God. I mean, I want to say, even here in the Old Record, the boss of the Faded is like the high priest of the god Heimdall. So it's not necessarily a thing, but it's just that religion is not the speciality of the Faded. So that kind of information will be somewhere else. But you do have now a location where you could find the Dark Elves. Is there anything else you want to do here?
Nah. But
No?
I happened to have an adventure, and I think on the way back from converting the drow to see the error of their ways, we should maybe go and speak to the dustman.
Okay. What's up with these dustmen?
It's a private matter.
Okay.
Okay, man.
All right. You do have a location where you could maybe find these Dark Elves and find out more about why they want Levario. What do they want with you? Apparently, Brock has something to say to the Dustman. Someone is hiding something from his own friends, and we do not know where all of this is going to end. Will subterfuge, lies, and deception bring us anywhere, or are we all falling victim of the paranoia induced by a god, or is he really a god? We will only know in the next episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal. This is a different book. An epic campaign by all of you. And this is where we're gonna end for tonight. We haven't fought today, which is, I don't know, maybe we almost fought today. Drama intensifies indeed, and yeah, this is going well. I think your worst enemy is yourselves, and
Which is good because
Which is
it took it more.
We can
Yes.
probably win from ourselves.
you can probably win from yourself. Yeah. No, this was very fun. Again, yeah, next time I suppose it will be a bit more action, like because we are used to go through dungeons and constantly fighting, and now we're doing all these RP, guys. What's going on here? Okay, no, it's true. It reminds me the shenanigans
Because I'm back.
previous campaigns. Yeah, it's true. We're directionless because you're back. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Do you have something you want to say for our thousands of viewers?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you'll be fine.
Join us again on Monday for our alternating campaign. Monday nights are back with Princess of the Apocalypse, run by yours truly. And don't forget to check out DDO tomorrow night and some other goodies on the channel. That's all from us, though, for tonight, right, guys?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Good night, everyone, and
Good night.
Is it Monday?
Nah.